What's going on, man? Another day, which means I have more free picks for you. And in today's video, I have 6 total free picks, 3 in the MLB and 3 in the NBA for Thursday. In my last video, I cashed y'all out. As you can see here, we had this NBA slip. Hopefully you tailed it. I cashed y'all out a little 5x there. We'll take that all day long. And today, hopefully we can do the same thing. All I ask before we jump straight into it is number 1, go down, hit that like button. Let's get this video to 50 likes. I put these videos out every single day for completely free to try to help you out. So if you could help me out for completely free by going down and hitting that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And now we can jump straight into the video. And the first thing that we have to talk about is the free Discord that you see on the screen. And it's pretty simple for why we need to talk about it. The reason we have to talk about it is due to it being completely free. All you have to do to join is go click the first link down below in the pinned comment, hit join, and that's it. No strings attached, and you'll start getting all of my premium picks every single day for completely free. They're going to be sent to you just like this. Best bets for May 21st. Join up. You'll get these bets every single day. The reason you're going to want to be in here is because I've tracked these bets for the entire year so far, so all of 2025 since January 1st, and we are up over 200 units on the year, which is obviously exactly what you want to see. It's better than the majority of premium Discords out there. It's probably better than 99% of premium Discords out there, so to be able to get in this one for completely free is huge, huge value. So go down, hit the first link, join up. I mean, you can see right here, post your wins. Wins on wins on wins on wins. It goes on forever and ever. So you're going to want to get in here. I promise you it's worth it. And then to go on top of that, what I've also been helping all of my followers do is get funded on a website called Player Profit. You can see, here's one of my followers here. He bet $100 to win $165. And what's crazy is that wasn't even his own money. The way this works is, like I said, it's a platform called Player Profit, and you can come in here. It's going to be the first link down below. You'll see it under the Discord. You'll see it in the description as well. It's a platform, and you can come in here and you can buy a bankroll for a small fee. So a $1,000 bankroll is $30, and you can go all the way up to 100,000. Obviously, it's going to get more expensive as you go up, but the more or the higher bankroll that you buy, the better bang for buck you're going to get. And the reason this is so valuable is when you buy this bankroll here, all you have to do is complete 2 small challenges. You have to put in a minimum of 20 picks. Without going down 15%, you have to go up 20%. So if I buy a $100,000 bankroll, I have to bring it up to $120,000. Once I do that, I move on to phase 2, and then I can do the exact same thing again. If I do it again, then I get this bankroll, and I get funded this money, and I actually get to earn profit from it. Player Profit has a ton of investors that invest in profitable sports bettors, so all you have to do is prove that you know what you're doing and you're profitable by passing these 2 challenges, and then you get access to this bankroll right here, and you can bet anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. So my recommendation for you is, if say you're a $10 unit bettor, you like to bet $10 on each play, I would try to 10x that. So I'd come in here, I'd buy a $10,000 bankroll for $250, and then I could bet anywhere from $100 to $500 per play. And you know, if you're able to bet that much per play, you're going to make way more money. And this has helped turn a lot of my followers from just being casual sports bettors to being sports bettors that can make thousands per month. So if you want to get in on this, I promise you it's worth it. Just go down, hit the link below, and when you sign up, make sure that you use my code BBETS, because when you do, just like this right here, BBETS, you're going to get 10% off. You can reuse this code as many times as you want. Or my favorite thing to tell people to do is join the Discord, then get funded, go get yourself a bankroll, and then come in here and just copy all my plays so you can guarantee that you don't fail a challenge, you don't waste your money. Come do that, and you can start making thousands sports betting every single month. It literally is the best opportunity out right now. But now with that being said, we can get straight into the picks. And the first pick is going to be over in the NBA. And we're going to be taking Isaiah Hartenstein to go over 18.5 PRA. I already put in his projected minutes for this game. He's projected 26, so I put him between 23 and 29. And in his last 5 in that minute range, he's over this mark in 4 of 5, averaging 21.6 per game. Last 10, 8 of 10, averaging 21. And then in his last 20, he is over this mark in this minute range in 85% of games, averaging almost 23 a game. So this line, in my opinion, is way too low, especially since overall on the season, he's over in this minute range at an 87% rate, and head-to-head against the Timberwolves, he is over this mark both times in this minute range this season, averaging over 24 a game. So I just think this is way too low of a line. I think we have a huge edge here, and that's why I'm going to be taking it all day long. Isaiah Hartenstein to go over 18.5 PRA. I love it, and that's my first pick. Now for my second pick, we're going to be taking that guy, Taylor Ward, to go over 1.5 bases over in the MLB. Now, the reason I like this is you're getting pretty good odds right here at 1.5 or at minus 102, almost plus money. And that right there is way too good odds for a guy that has been hitting the frick out of the baseball. In his last 5, he's over in 5 of 5, averaging almost 4 a game, which is just absurd. Last 10, 8 of 10, averaging over 3. And then in his last 20, he is over this mark in 55% of games, still averaging over 2 per game. So in his last 5 and 10, he's been crushing it. In his last 20, he's still over 50%. And then to make it even better, the Angels, let's go here to projections or daily lineups. And let's go look at who the Angels are facing. The Angels will be playing the A's, and the A's are going to be pitching Luis here. And he has not had much success so far this season. He's 1-4 with an ERA of over 4. So he should give our guy, Taylor Ward, a ton of opportunities to go over this mark. All he needs is 2 singles or 1 double, and he cashes us out. And I really do think that's going to happen. So go lock it in. Taylor Ward, almost at plus money. You're getting great value there. Now for my third pick, we're going to bounce back over to the NBA. And we're going to be taking Julius Randle once again to go over his points. I took this in the Game 1 of Timberwolves versus the Thunder, and I'm going to be taking it again because in his minute range projected minute range for this game, he is just over this mark way too consistently. So we bet this at 19.5, and now we're going to get this at 18.5, and it cashed us out at 19.5 in our last video. Obviously, you can see he had 28 points in that game, cruised over this mark, and I think that's going to happen again. So his projected minutes for this game, I don't even have to put it in. It's good without the projected minutes. And his last 5, he's over in 5 of 5, averaging over 27 a game. Last 10, he's over in 9 of 10, averaging over 25 a game. And then in his last 20, he's over at a 70% rate, averaging over 22 a game. So once again, this line is way too low, especially since head-to-head against the Thunder, he's over in 2 of his last 3 against them, which this last game was obviously in the playoffs, which is most important. So I'm locking this in all day long. He has been crushing this mark, especially in his last 5 and his last 10 ever since the playoffs started. So go lock this in. Julius Randle over 18.5 points. Now we can move on back over to the MLB. And we're going to be taking that guy, Aaron Judge, to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs because this line right here is just way too low. He's over in 4 of his last 5, averaging over 3. 8 of his last 10, averaging almost 4, and then he's still over at an 80% mark in his last 20, averaging 3.45. So like I said, this line is just way too low, and I know a lot of people are going to say the Rangers are going to be pitching Eovaldi, and I know they are. But let's go look at Eovaldi real quick. He has had a great start to the season, but there is one reason why I like this pick. So as you can see, his ERA is 1.61. He has a whip of 0.77. He has a record of 4-2. So obviously, he's been pitching pretty good. But historically, Aaron Judge has absolutely crushed the ball against him. In his career, Aaron Judge is hitting .375 against him. He's had 32 at-bats, so a really big sample size. And in those at-bats, he has 12 hits and 2 doubles. So I think Aaron Judge is going to come in here, and while the Yankees roster in general might not have a ton of success hitting, I do think that Aaron Judge will, and that's why I like this mark. It's a great matchup and a great hit rate. Combine those two things together, and that's a pick we want to take, especially at minus 110. Great value there. So go lock it in. And now real quick, before I give you my last 2 picks of the video that I like the absolute most, I do want to remind you once again to go down, hit the first link below, and join up the Discord. You're going to get all my free picks every single day right to your Discord, right to your phone or your computer, whatever you log in on. So you're going to want to get in here, especially since you can come get funded as well. You can get on Player Profit. You can get yourself a bankroll. Use code BBETS when you sign up. Get yourself 10% off. Go click the link down below in the description to get your account. And get it, and then join the Discord. Tell my plays, and you can make your unit size way bigger for really not that much money. To be able to get $100,000 to play with for just $1,000 is an absolute steal, and that's why I recommend it to all of my followers. I tell all of them to go get a bankroll and then come follow my plays with that money, because number one, it's risk-free. You don't have to pay that money back. It's not your own money. And secondly, you can make way more money than you normally would. So go get yourself a bankroll. I promise you it's worth it. And now we can get into my fifth pick of the video, which is going to be Jalen Williams to go over 4.5 assists. This line right here is simply just too low. In his last 5, he's over in 4 or 5, averaging over 6 a game. Last 10, 8 of 10, averaging almost 6 a game. And then in his last 20, he's averaging 5 a game, hitting at a 60% rate. So right there alone, the hit rate looks really good. And then just to add a little cherry on top, he is over this mark 5 games in a row now against the Timberwolves. All these games were this season, which is obviously exactly what you want to see. Even when you add in these games where he didn't go over, he's still averaging over this mark, and that's why I like this line so much. He went over in the first game of the playoffs against the Timberwolves, so he should be able to go over again in Game 2. So go lock this in, over 4.5 assists. And now for my last pick of the video, we're going to be taking Carlos to go over his total bases here. All he needs is one single base. He's over this mark in 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and then 15 of his last 20, almost averaging 2 per game. So already, this line looks a little bit too low. And then to add on top of that, the Red Sox are going to be playing the Orioles, and the Orioles are going to be pitching Cade here, who hasn't had much success on the year. Almost a 1.5 whip and over a 5 ERA with a record of 1-3. So he has a great matchup. He's been hitting this over super easily all year long so far. So this pick right here is a no-brainer, and that rounds out my last pick of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Go lock all these 6 picks in however you'd like. And until next time, let's all go print some money.